What is going on, college basketball fans? Welcome back to another video. Today we're looking at mid-major sleepers and analytics that back up how good I think these teams are. These are teams I think could win their league, make March Madness, and given the right matchups, could even win a game or two in the NCAA tournament last year. There weren't many upsets last year. I think this year we will get some big ones. These are teams that I'm liking a lot so far this year. Subscribe if you guys are new. Almost to 10K. Let's get right into it. Hey guys, first we have an honorable mention. Now this is a team that has a negative record, but I think can still bounce back and win their conference, and some analytics still like this team, and that is the Memphis Tigers. I am not ready to give up on Memphis at number 24, and they have a number 14 strength of schedule, so they have played a pretty tough schedule up to this point. And I don't know, and Vanderbilt is very good. They were able to force that one to go to OT, and they lost by less than 10 to Purdue. And those are some very highly rated offenses in Vanderbilt and Purdue. So if Memphis can sneak in at a 12 seed or whatever they'll get from winning the American this year, which isn't that strong of a league, I really do think if they can match up against a team that is pretty offensive, they can match up pretty good, given how they beat Baylor, who is a very offensive team, and we're pretty close with Vanderbilt and Purdue, who are two of the top 10 offenses in the nation. Now to start our list, coming here at number 5, I do have another pretty good defensive team in Northern Iowa. I am pretty high on this Northern Iowa team. I do think that whoever does come out of the Missouri Valley can be very good, and right now I'm between Northern Iowa and Murray State, who are both very good teams and very different teams. Northern Iowa has a bad offense, number 225 in the country, but the number 17 defense in the country, and they have a ton of experience returning. They are top 10 inexperienced players this season. Their defense is so good. They are number 2 in the country in opponent points per game, holding their opponents under 60 points this year at 57.3. And they only have a few losses, which were to Tulsa and to St. Mary's, which were both less than 5. Even in their losses, they were able to hold their opponents to not that many points, and they were always having a chance to win their games. So I really do think if Northern Iowa can get to the tournament, I do think if Northern Iowa can get in at a 12 or a 13 seed, their defense will show up and they will be competitive with a 4 or 5 seed given the right matchup. Coming in here at number 4, we do have yet another really good defense, and that is the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. They are actually kind of a sleeper in the Big West. I feel like UC Irvine's good again. UC San Diego's been pretty decent, but Hawaii might be the best team in the Big West this year. They have the number 15 defense in the country, and again, another bad offense at 206. But they have an 11-2 record. They are a really good defensive team that does drive to the rack, and they are also top 10 in opponent points per game at number 10, holding their opponents to 63.1 points per game. They have taken losses. Their only 2 losses were to Oregon and to Arizona State this year. And I know Oregon isn't that great, but these are still pretty good teams, and they lost to both these teams by less than 10 points. I think that they can compete in the Big West, and even though they don't have that great of an offense, this team gets to the free throw line. Might not be the most exciting ball to watch, but they are 11-2, and they are number 7 in Division I in free throw attempts per game, shooting a whopping 28.4 foul shots per game. Hawaii gets to the foul line, they play defense, and I think they could win the Big West and maybe make some noise in March Madness this season. Number 3, we finally have a good offense on our hand, and a team that has one of the best mid-major basketball players in college basketball, and that is the Akron Zips. They are 10-3 on the year. Surprisingly, I kind of expected them to be doing better. They haven't played too hard of a schedule yet. They have taken losses to Murray State and to Yale. Both of those putting up a ton of points, but their opponents also putting up a ton of points. They have the number 12 offense in all of Division I, but the number 208 defense in the country. They are also another team like Northern Iowa that is returning a lot of players from last year and does have a lot of experience, so that helps them as well. And like I mentioned, they do have one of the best mid-major basketball players in the country in Tavari Johnson, averaging 20 points per game, 5 assists and 2 rebounds, shooting 56% from the field and 42% from the three-point line. Just the absolute beast of a guard in college basketball. They are also so good on offense. They are the number 2 scoring team in the country. They average 97.1 points per game, and they are also the number 1 team in the country in assist to turnover ratio, as they are getting 2.16 assists per turnover, which is the best in all of Division I. They have a massive matchup today as I'm posting this video on Saturday against Miami of Ohio. Those are the 2 best teams in the MAC conference. I believe one of those 2 teams will win the MAC conference and make it to the tournament. Even though Miami of Ohio is undefeated, I think Akron might be the better team, but they're both really good. I could see either one. Either one, I think, will get a 12 seed and will be able to do a little bit of damage in March Madness. I really hope so. I'm a big fan of these teams in the MAC. Coming in here at number 2, we have a team that beat Akron, and that is the Yale Bulldogs. Another really good offense, the number 18 offense in the country, but a pretty bad defense at number 243. They have an 11-2 record. Like I mentioned, they did beat Akron. One of their losses did come to Alabama, and they also lost to Rhode Island, which wasn't a great loss, but there's a lot of really good teams in the A-10. You can't knock them too hard. They have a lot of really good stats, and if they can match up with the right team, I don't doubt at all that Yale will yet again be able to pull off an upset in March Madness. They also have one of the best players and one of the best forwards in mid-major basketball in Nick Townsend. He's averaging 17 points per game, 7 boards, 4 assists, and he's also shooting above 50% from the field and above 40% from 3. Just a absolute beast. Not only is he shooting above 40% from 3 as a forward for this team, but Yale as a team is the number 2 team in the country of all of Division I basketball in 3-point percentage. As a team, they shoot 43% behind the arc. That helps them become the number 18 offense in the country 100%. They also, like Akron, have a really good assist to turnover ratio. They are number 10 in the country in that category, averaging 1.87 assists per turnover. I think they are far and away the best team in the Ivy League this year, and it would take a big upset in the Ivy League tournament for Yale to not make the tournament this year. I definitely expect them to be there, and I definitely expect them to at least put up a lot of points, shoot the 3 ball at a high rate like they do, and give a team a run for their money, hopefully pulling off an upset. And the number 1 team I do have on this list is a lot more balanced of a team, and that is St. Louis. They are definitely the most balanced team on this list, the only team that is top 100 in both offense and defense. They are actually number 41 in the KenPom rankings. They have the number 39th offense in the country and the 63rd defense in the country. They have a 13-1 record, and their best wins are probably against Santa Clara or Grand Canyon. Their one loss on the season was to Stanford by 1 point, but that's really the only knock on this St. Louis team. They have looked amazing so far this year. Their only knock is that they really haven't played that tough of a schedule just yet, but the A-10 is very strong. But I do worry for them if they are unable to win the A-10 tournament. I just don't know if they have enough strength of schedule to be able to get in as an at-large. I think they are going to have to win the A-10 or at least win majority of their games. Like, I don't think they can lose more than 2 more games if they want to get an at-large bid. But even though they haven't played that many great teams so far this year, the stats just speak for themselves. I mean, they are number 25 in adjusted tempo. They are great at runs. I saw a kill shot metric where they are top 5 in the kill shot, which means they are top 5 in 10-0 runs. I think they get like 1.5 per game, which is insane. They are also number 6 in the country in points per game. They average 95 points per game. They are number 15 in the country in team assists per game at 19.5. And they are number 5 in the country in rebounds per game as a team at 44.6. I mean, I know they haven't played much hard competition yet, but maybe these stats are a little bit inflated because of that. But even if they got knocked down a few, I mean, this is a team that's good at scoring. They share the ball, and they rebound the ball. They don't have a horrible defense at the 63rd defense in the country, and they only have one loss to Stanford, which was only by 1 point. This team can win games. They go on big-time runs, and they put up a lot of points, and they rebound the ball. This is a team that I don't think anybody will want to see as a 5 seed or a 6 seed, because if they do end up having a pretty good record and winning the A10, I could see St. Louis definitely getting an 11 seed, maybe even up to a 10. They are very good and definitely a team that I would not want to see in March Madness. And if they can win the A10 especially and get a decent seed, I think they can make some noise in the tournament. Let me know what you guys think about my top 5 mid-majors that could make March Madness and make a run. I think all these teams have the chance to win their conference this year, and if they are given the right matchups, given these play styles that they are so good at, I think we'll be able to pull off an upset. Cannot wait for the rest of this year of college basketball, guys. A lot more content coming here on the channel, a lot more analytics, a lot more bracket predictions, power rankings, hot takes, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys subscribe. Almost to 10K, and thank you so much for watching.